The orcs we met recently were surprisingly pleasant, if you ignore the racism and the fact that some of them kept looking at us like they were butchers trying to decide which cut of meat they wanted. And they were rather helpful. We needed to re-equip before we got to Grimdark's tower, and they had a lot of items for sale, although the bloodstains would indicate that they didn't get them through an entirely legal transaction. The rest of the group decided it would be best not to pry into that. But anyway, it saved us a journey back to Riverbend, and now, all things considered, we feel a bit better about assaulting the tower. Eventually. We've been less than a day's travel from the tower for the last 2 days. No one's talking to each other. Rather, none of us are talking to each other. I can hear Jeff. He's talking a lot to the other voices, or spirits, or numpties, whatever they are. I can't hear what they're saying, but they do sound quite angry. I don't know what's going on between them, but it's having a detrimental effect on our efforts as adventurers. And frankly, I'm upset. We've come all this way. We're so close to finally bringing this warlock down, saving the land, all of that. And some petty argument has stopped us in our tracks. I have a terrible feeling that this is going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Sometimes I hate being right. The voices, they just didn't seem to stop yelling at each other. And they made us do terrible things. In the middle of the night, Thorgar tried to kill Stefan, nearly split him in two, until Athena stepped in and tried to barbecue Thorgar. I didn't even know she had any fire spells. Too many secrets, that one. And then Alistair stepped in. I don't know if he felt she was infringing on his territory with the fire, or if he just had something against her, or if he also wanted Stefan dead. Or maybe he wanted to kill Thorgar himself. I don't know, there was a lot of screaming going on. I can still hear it. The echoes never leave me. And of course, Jeff stepped in. Or rather, he decided I was going to step in. I'm not that effective against 4 other people. Especially when they're trying to kill each other and I'm trying to stop them, and then they decide to try and kill me. But I think my greatest strength as a paladin was being underestimated. They all lost consciousness. Admittedly, I lost 2 fingers. Jeff. But it's nothing that we can't survive. And for now, the voices are quiet. It's a very frosty silence. Very hostile. I don't know if it's going to start again in the morning, but for now they're quiet. Accusing each other of somehow cheating. I don't know how you cheat at existing, or whatever it is numpties do. I don't know if they even understand existence the way the rest of us do. That seemed to be the crux of the argument. But everyone else has calmed down enough that we can maybe sleep off some aggression and we'll be friends again in the morning. I don't want to have to go through this again. I know you've set me on a path of trials, but was this one really necessary? Really? I trust in the wisdom of Lady Lemuria. I trust in the wisdom of the numpty Jeff. We'll face this ordeal. I will be stronger for it. If I survive. I suppose it was overly optimistic of me. You might even say naive to think that last night's aggression would have been an end to the matter. As it is, the numpties are still rather hostile with each other, but fortunately it's not having any further effect on the rest of us than a very cold silence that has fallen over the group. Except for myself and Jeff, apparently. Jeff, bless his heart, he's very optimistic that he can help the other numpties work out whatever problems it is they're having. And he's had me trying to talk to the rest of the group. To no avail. But still we try. We travelled an entire day from where we'd been camped, right to the foot of the Warlock's tower. The great iron-bound doors in front of us, and suddenly we were frozen in time. I heard one of the voices. From the way the other numpties talk to him, he seems to be the Alpha. Or the Prime. I don't know how numpties order their hierarchy. But he's the one who's been deciding what's happened, when it happens. So, he's in charge and he has decided that we're staying at these great iron-bound doors until the numpties work out their issues. We could be here some time. It's rather galling to have come all this way, to reach the literal threshold of our destinies, and to be stopped because some numpties are having trouble with each other. Why can't they just let us live our lives? I trust in the wisdom of the Lady Lemuria. I trust that she has put me on this path for a reason, that this trial will make me stronger. And I trust in the wisdom of the numpty Jeff, and I pray he doesn't make things worse. May Lemuria watch over him too. Someone needs to.